guys, welcome back to the password generator series that I'm doing on my channel. I hope you enjoyed the last part and I hope you're all up to date with it. If you haven't seen it already, go ahead and check it out. I'll leave it on the screen for you now and I'll leave a link in the description. But in the last video, we just built out this cool looking window with the Tkinter notebook, and it's got a scrollable canvas. So in this video, we're going to we're going to finish this off. We're going to build the actual functionality of it and build the whole display inside of the notebook. This just gives you a rough idea. We could even do a theme selector maybe, which potentially could change the color from blue to different colors, maybe red, purple, green, anything like that. So let's just go ahead and crack on. All right, so the first one we're going to do is we're going to need to make a variable, and let's go ahead and call it my password equals CHR for characters. Let's go randint. We're going to go 33 to 126. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and create a function. The function is going to be called let's call it new random. I don't know, something like that. And we're going to go ahead and do if my entry. We haven't actually created this just yet. We will be creating some entry boxes and that kind of stuff, but I'm just going to go ahead and just go through the code. So we've actually got the project there, and then at the end I'll explain how it all works. So let's go if my entry dot get, and let's go equals, and then we're going to do equals nothing. Then what we want to do is we want to do the following. So error is going to equal a label. So we're going to put a label on the screen if you don't put a number in the entry box that says how many characters would you like. So if you put 0 characters, or if you just put nothing in the box, then we'll put a label on the screen that will tell you that you need to put something in the box. So let's go ahead and do label inside of frame 1. The text is going to equal error, and let's go you must enter a number, and we'll just dot dot dot. There we go. And then we can obviously do the font. So let's do the font equals, and let's do Helvetica, and we're going to do this time it's going to be 8, and we'll do bold as well. Let's do the background equals gray 22, and the foreground can equal red, just because it's an error message. It makes sense. Let's go error dot pack, and that's fine. And let's go ahead now and do error dot after, and we'll do it after 3 seconds, so 3000. And let's go error dot destroy. So what that will do is it will just destroy the label after 3 seconds. We don't want it to be on the screen forever. So, and then what we're going to do is we're going to go back to the if statement. So make sure that you've gone back and you're in line with the if. Let's do else, and then we're going to go and do the following. So we'll do a comment for this. We'll go clear the box, so the entry box. Let's do pw entry. This will be where we enter in all the information that we need. So pw entry dot delete, and let's go 0, end. This will just clear the entry box. Let's do get password length and convert to integer, just like that. So let's do password underscore length equals an integer, and it's going to be my entry dot get. There we go. Let me pull this up a little bit. Cool. So let's go ahead now and do the next one, which is going to be create a variable to hold the password, just like so. So let's do my password equals, and let's just do an empty string. So let's create loop through password length, and what we're going to do here is go for x in range and password length. So for x in range password length, we want to do the following. So my password, and then we want to go plus equals to a character randint, and then we're going to go 33 and then 126, just like that. So let's go ahead now and create the output the password to the screen, and let's go password entry. Oh, done a typo this there. Output the password to the screen. There we go. Password entry. Let's do dot insert, and we're going to go 0, my password. So what we're doing here really is we're going to build some entry boxes, and one of them will not be very visible as an entry box. It's just so that we can actually do a copy into clipboard mechanism, and you can highlight things, and it's not actually going to be displayed as it'll be more like a label. It won't actually, the second box will be more like a label. So let's go ahead now and do print successful. I hope that's how you spell it. I'm not sure. Let's go success equals a label, and we want to put this label inside of frame 1. The text is going to equal successfully generated new password, just like that. Let's say strong password. Let's just go up here quickly, just because it's going to be a long video. Otherwise, it's going to copy and paste. And this time it will be green, as it's not an error message. 8 looks fine. Let's go ahead now and do suck.pack, and we're going to go suck.after, and let's do after, let's say 3 seconds, we want it to destroy. So success.destroy. That looks good. And then finally, we want to do my entry dot delete. My entry dot delete, and we want to go 0, end. There we go. So that's the first bit done. We're almost there, guys. Now we need to create a new function. It's going to be called clipboard. And inside of here, just a few lines of code. We're going to first off, we're going to clear the clipboard. In case there's some other stuff in the clipboard that we need to get rid of. Let's go frame 1 dot clipboard underscore clear, just like that. And then we're going to go copy to clipboard. And then what we're going to do here is we're going to go frame 1 dot clipboard underscore append, and we want to append password entry, and we also want to dot get. So we want to frame 1 dot clipboard append password entry dot get. Next off, we're going to go clipboard is going to equal a label. We want the label to be in frame 1, and we want to put the text to equal successfully copied to clipboard. And then we want to do the same kind of thing with the font, so we can just copy and paste that in. There we go. So let's go ahead now and do clipboard.pack, and then the same kind of thing with this one. So let's just copy that and paste it in, save some time. And instead of success, we want to do clipboard.after and clipboard.destroy. Finally, we're down to our last few lines of code that we're going to need for this to work, and we're going to go ahead now and create a frame. So let's do a label frame, and it equals a label frame, and we want this inside of frame 1. And then we need to do the text. It's going to equal how many characters would you like? Just like that. Let's go ahead, copy the font again, pop that in there. Let's take off that bracket at the end, and let's go ahead and create this size. It's 8, that's fine. Background grade 22. We need the foreground to be white. Let's do label frame dot pack pad y equals 20. Cool. Now we're going to go ahead and create the entry boxes. Well, entry box for number of characters. So let's do my entry equals an entry. Just going to move this up slightly for you. So my entry equals an entry, and it's going to be inside of label frame. We're going to do the font is going to equal Helvetica. The size of the font will be 24. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do the background. It's going to equal grey 22. This will make it so there's a hidden entry box. It won't be very visible. And we're going to do the foreground. It's going to equal white. And then, of course, finally, border width is going to equal 2. So let's go ahead now and put that on the screen. So my entry.pack. And we want to do a pad Y of 20 and a pad X of 20. Whoops. Pad X, whoops. Our typing is off today. So let's do create entry box for returned password. There we go. So let's go ahead now and do pw underscore entry equals an entry box, and we want this inside of frame 1. The text is going to be blank and the font is going to be pretty much the same. So let's just grab that. So the text needs to be blank, just like this. Pop that in there. And this is going to be border width of 0. The foreground of white, that looks good. And then when we do the password entry.pack, we need to give this one a pad Y of 40. Perfect. And finally, we just need some buttons to activate all of this stuff. So let's create a button. So let's go my button, and it equals a button. We want to put this inside of frame 1. The text equals generate strong password. And then what we'll do is we'll do a command equals new random, and then we can do the background equals grey 22, foreground equals white. We could do an active background if we wanted to. So let's go ahead now and do active background. Active background equals, and let's do one like dark blue. And then let's go ahead and do a border width of 0. If you want to leave it in a kind of button style, it's completely up to you. I might do a video on how to use images of buttons if you would like to learn how to do that. So let's go ahead and put this on the screen. My button.pack. Oh, sorry, let's place these ones actually. My button.place X to be 50 and Y is going to be 225. And then what we're going to do is one more button for the clipboard copying. So let's go clip button equals, let's just copy everything here. So we've got all of this stuff, copy that. And instead of generate strong password, we can just do copy to clipboard. And then we can do the command to be clipboard. And everything else looks perfect. So let's just go ahead, save it. Let's run it. So clear the terminal. Right. Okay, so the coloring is a little bit off. Let's just quickly sort that out. The title, where we've created the title at the top and we've done the background of black. We need to change that. Let's just go ahead and find that really quickly. Background of black needs to be grey 22. So now we can go ahead and run the app. And here we go. So this is our application here. The other button hasn't shown up, which is an error. So we're just going to quickly double check what we've done there. Let's go down to the buttons. We haven't actually packed it on the screen or placed it on the screen. So let's do clip button dot place. And we want to place this one with an X of 250 and a Y equals 225. Now that should all be perfect. Let's go ahead, run this and minimize this one so we can see it a little bit better with the black background. So we have our thing here. It says, welcome to the generator. How many characters would you like? I'm going to type 20 characters, generate a strong password. And you can see we have the message that should remove, which it did. We've got our password, which is 20 characters long. We can copy it to the clipboard. It tells us successfully that it's been copied to the clipboard. Let's go ahead and paste it in. As you can see, it's been pasted in. Let's change this to 2. Let's generate a strong password and we have 2. So let's copy that one to the clipboard, paste it in. As you can see, it's only that one there, not the previous one. So as far as I'm aware, I'm going to leave this as complete. And in the next series, we may add some cool things like theme selectors and all that kind of stuff. But I really hope that you guys have enjoyed this series. I really have enjoyed it as well. And don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps towards the YouTube algorithm. And I will catch you guys later.